You butthole. There's
Listen,
just not.
listen. We all get one goof, okay? We all get one goof.
Here we go.
No, wait. We all get one goof. Let's be honest. Dutch got a couple of goofs.
Dutch got a few goofs. All right, one more time.
I do.
Hello, everyone. This is an Anti-Think Tank Podcast, episode 45, and this time I pressed record.
He just forgets to do that shit sometimes. Do you know how many lost episodes there are?
No. That's the times we actually do press record. I just don't edit it.
Yeah, that's true.
There's too fucking many of those.
There are. There are way too many. Anyway, so yeah, thank you all for joining in on episode 45. So boys, you guys had a list of topics to talk about. One of the topics that I know you guys brought me into was this thing about you guys meeting give me a second, my brain just fucking died on me. A Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, so basically what happened is I'm over at Ian's house. We're just kind of sitting around watching anime, and we hear just a knock on the door, and they've been here before. We've met them once before. Or there's no fucking way, right? He wants to just basically like turn the lights off and just wait him out. But this is a Jehovah's Witness, and they see cars on the lot. They're very committed.
I was very willing to wait them out. I respect Ryan's approach. I did not go out there.
Yeah, I just opened the door, went out there, and like started talking to him for like 10, 15 minutes. I tried to make it like a 2-minute conversation where I was just like, yeah, like, we're not Jehovah's Witnesses. Like, I respect you, like, talking to people and everything else and, like, being devout. But frankly, like, the people who live here don't really want to be proselytized to, so... And then he just kept going and going and going. And so we kind of got curious after he finally left because he said some shit like... I basically just said, look, we were watching a horror movie, which is a lie, we weren't, but like I figured it was a standard thing to say. Like we were watching a horror movie, we heard a knock on the door, and we were just like freaked out, and so we didn't fucking answer it. And he took that as a method to start like just saying that horror movies embolden demons, and I think the most accurate wording was that it basically like makes demons seem good. And I'm like, I want you to pick out any horror movie. The bad guys are very, very rarely the people being slaughtered and possessed.
Now they do win. They do win a lot. Like horror movies are notorious for mostly having the bad guy win in a lot of cases, or at least having such a significant loss that like it doesn't feel like a victory. But that's just a tonal decision.
Yeah, you can even argue in favor of the Jehovah's Witness position in terms of like usually it's the pure girl who like hasn't done any sin that walks away unscathed. But it got us like thinking like, what the fuck do these people actually believe? And so we found a couple of cartoons that apparently the religions that they're about got banned in the United States for a little while for being grossly offensive by just talking about what they actually believed.
Yeah, so keep in mind the two videos that they showed me at least. One was about Mormonism and Jehovah's Witnesses, right? Granted, they're not that far apart from one another.
Now, to my understanding, there's like 4 or 5 main like Christian offshoot cults, I suppose you could say. We'll only pretty much just be discussing these two, though.
I will say this though, my personal experience with the Jehovah's Witness, I'm not sure if I talked about it on the podcast before, right? But here's the thing. I am the kind of guy that I am very tolerant to your religion. I personally don't subscribe to one. But if you come to my house to try to get me to believe what you believe in, we're going to have problems, right? And I know this one fucker, he came to my house and he was like, "Son, do you notice all the torment and the torture in the world that are the pain it's causing this world?" And I'm like, this guy's gonna send me his religion. So I'm like, yeah. So I said, yeah, sir, I know. Like all this religion is making shit crazy, isn't it?
Oh God.
And then he was just like, well, no, it's actually the opposite. Everybody's leaving religion. And I'm just like, that's probably a good thing. And then it got to a point to where he gave me his pamphlet. He's like, "Now I want you to read on this, sit on this, read it." He goes, "Do you mind if I come back another time to see if you've read it?" I said, "No, actually, don't come back. Like, here's your pamphlet. Don't come back. I'm not going to open up that invitation. Just don't come back." He's like, "Well, can you at least ponder on it?" I said, "I will at least give it 2 seconds of thought. I'm done. Now leave."
Just to be clear, we're making fun of cults, not religions.
Hey, Jehovah's Witnesses, same people.
They
I'm
operate as a
saying we're
cult,
making.
but like you were talking about all religions there for a second there, but
You just started going wacko mode, going after the Muslims and the Christians, and I'm like, we're here talking about cults, bro.
I know, but I'm thinking like, here's the thing: as a religion entirely, I mostly said that in a way to make sure that he knows to
he
tell
just
his
didn't come back.
people
Yeah,
to not come back.
You
know
just
what I'm
wanted
saying?
him. You just wanted him to fuck off.
Yeah,
yeah.
So I did everything possible.
I like personally, I think that a religious doctrine that pushes like proselytization and mission work, it's not necessarily negative, but what becomes negative is when it upgrades that shit to harassment. It's entirely fine to like sit down and talk with somebody who wants to talk about religion or is interested in your faith and to try and convert them. That's entirely fine. You're basically just convincing someone in your perspective to be saved. I get it. What I don't like is when they mark a house and like every day to week just show up at that one singular house handing pamphlets out and just being the biggest dickheads they could possibly be.
That's why when they come to your door, you have to make sure you let them know to fuck off and never come back.
Yeah, that's why I have conversations with them at Ian's house and tell them to fuck off at mine.
I honestly, what I do is I just I am happy that Ryan was there because I would not be able. I'm the kind of guy where I will just join the Jehovah's Witnesses just to make sure his feelings don't get hurt. I'll be like, "Yeah, man, let's go, bro. You were right the whole time."
I will say,
why are we stabbing a baby? Why are we stabbing a baby?
Why is there a goat? Why is there a goat? Man, why is there a goat?
I will say this though, I think people fear Mormons more than Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, I do.
Oh
like, no, you saw that video.
I did, but the thing is, like, my uncle went to a Mormon church. That's how he was raised, right? And he's part of the Mormon church, and so is my aunt, right? They haven't gone to church though in forever. If anything, I don't think they believe in that stuff anymore, right? But the members of that church still show up at his house once a month to give him an assignment, right? That he never goes through with. And I'll tell you something, every time they show up, like, I was never here for this, right? But my mother lives up with them now.
Yeah.
And she says when they come up, they're only there for my uncle. They're only there for him, right? So if they come knock on the door, everyone else has to hide. Like, my cousin was in the kitchen. He was like saying quiet. My mother was in like a broom closet trying to be quiet.
Dude, that's freaking hilarious. It's
like,
literally
like they come walking in, they come talk to my uncle, and that was it. They come walking out, and I think the whole point is that if they know you're not Mormon, they will then try to spend hours trying to convert you to their religion.
There's another aspect of it. Actually, from what I understand, Mormons believe the process of spending time with non-Mormons to be a sinful and draining process. So if they see you with people who are not Mormon, and like they figure out that they're not Mormon, they could literally kick you out of the church. You could get excommunicated for that.
Fuck it.
Yeah, like
At that
yeah,
point, right?
they like
Yeah.
it's interesting because like, whenever I told the person, like it's the same with the Jehovah's Witnesses, where they believe that interacting with people who just don't follow the cult to be damning to you, like you will just automatically gain sin by interacting with the unclean. And
Like it's.
And I'm just sitting here like, we were having a nice conversation until I mentioned that no, I don't follow the Jehovah's Witness doctrine. And then he kept saying, like, oh, it's all a part of the Bible, which is just apparently all true and has never been manipulated because it's the word of God put to text. I'm like, made and written down by man.
Even if they use that excuse, like technically in the Bible, isn't the red text supposed to be the word of God?
Okay. We keep getting these like arbitrary things. In my opinion, we've got to understand that like this is a text written by multiple different people. In my opinion, the most credible parts are just the parts that have like multiple different people citing it and saying, I saw this happen. As far like Revelation is not real. It's not true. It's quite literally just a dude who like probably got high and then wrote how he thinks the world is going to end. Like who cares? I do not understand why we got all of these scripts together, put them together, and said, this is it. This is all the true stuff. All this other stuff we found in the caves, it's not true. And this is coming from a Christian. Most of the stuff I believe just comes, I essentially just believe in Matthew, Mark, Luke, James, and John, because these are just all dudes who all basically saw the same stuff happen and wrote it down. Like, so it just very much frustrates me.
And they wrote it down years apart, which is like the big thing. Like for miles and miles apart from each other without ever being able to read the other's account.
Yeah, no, that's the big reason why I'm a Christian, is that they all saw stuff happen, went their own ways, and then in completely different locations, they all remembered the same things happening without talking to each other ever again. That is the foundation of my faith. I do not care about 90% of the stuff in that book.
Yeah, so to go into like some of the crazy shit the Jehovah's Witnesses actually believe, because we haven't touched on the Mormons too much. I want to save them for a second because we have a lot to cover with the Mormons.
We do. We have a shit ton to cover. Should we go ahead and load the video up or no?
Yeah, well, load up the Jehovah's Witnesses one first so we can watch through with audio so that our listeners can see what the fuck we're talking about.
Let's see here. Share screen. Jehovah's Witness. Alrighty. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
All right, so this is banned anti-Jehovah's Witness cartoon describing their beliefs 1980s. This comes from a channel called UFO Cult VHS. If that does not give you enough of a warning flag, that this is
then nothing will.
All right, let's play. And you guys tell me when to stop, all right?
When early Watchtower teachings that the world entered the so-called time of the end in 1799, that Jesus returned invisibly in 1874, and that the world would end in 1914 were proven false. Doctrine was conveniently readjusted. In the new version, 1914 became the date of both Christ's invisible return and the beginning of the time of the end.
What?
Put forth not as theory or interpretation, but as hard, indisputable fact. Jesus started out originally as the Logos.
I'm sorry, we're talking about McDonald's logo or Burger King logos? What are we talking about?
Boo.
Anti-think tank logo? Okay, moving on.
Or Michael the Archangel.
I have to say, the animation is really good.
Who then came to
no.
as
The Mormon one has
virgin
some
born
great.
son
Do you remember that fight scene in the Mormon one, dude?
Yeah.
He was a perfect, sinless man. But he was only a man, devoid of all divinity. Jesus walked
Pause
the
real quick.
earth
Pause real
as
quick.
a man, becoming the...
So they had to draw him with short hair here because I looked in their doctrine, and if your hair goes below your ears, you're evil. So they had to rewrite this desert nomad to have like just this like respectable cut. I suppose
Ugh.
it's
There's also the fact that like they said that Jesus was like the Archangel Michael, which I can only imagine the person who wrote it doesn't actually know, like basically angelic hierarchy, because the Archangel Michael's kind of low on the totem pole.
Yeah. All right, let's get to it.
at least choose one of the big boys.
It'd be a seraphim or something.
Only when he was baptized.
Also,
Jehovah's
pull it back and
Witnesses-
just watch that fucking animation for the baptism again.
I know that was kind of weird.
The earth
It's
as a
so
man,
weird.
becoming the Christ only when he
Hey
was
guys, what am
baptized.
Oh shit!
It's literally
Jehovah's
it's
Witnesses
literally
hold
just
the
Justin
cross
when he's
in
done with his
contempt,
cat's shit.
feeling
Just meow.
That is me, although you're shit, Ian. I'm gonna baptize
man.
your ass.
Gonna cut the hair short first, just to make sure you understand.
If you guys,
At
if
least
you
you'll
guys
go to
ever,
heaven pure.
oh my god, you guys end up joining the Jehovah's Witness faith, and then one day when I die, you both like do me a solid and cut my hair so I can go to heaven. The vibes are immaculate tonight, boys. Let's go.
us in contempt, feeling that it is nothing more than a pagan symbol used by apostate Christendom. Instead, they teach that at the completion of his ministry, Jesus died, not on the cross, but on an upright stake.
Which is just historically inaccurate.
Christ's body was then laid in a tomb, where it was disintegrated by God, totally destroyed forever.
But wait,
Jesus was then recreated by the Father.
that's the part that gets me.
Like they had to change so much that they completely like deem the resurrection non-canon and just make it less cool.
It's just fucking. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, the body was just disintegrated by God because God said, "Fuck it, fuck this body into ash." But guess what? Boom, you're back again.
It's the Star Trek sound effects for me, boys.
Me too.
Before going to heaven, he materialized in different bodies on different occasions to convince his disciples and others that he had really been resurrected.
So Jesus is a shapeshifter.
It's not even
Yeah.
the weirdest part of this story. Just wait.
Jesus returned to his Father in heaven, where once again he became Michael the Archangel. He will never again be seen on the earth in visible form, but instead rules invisibly from the heavens. When he executes judgment over the world at Armageddon, he will destroy all but the faithful Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh shit! Oh god! Oh no! There's so many asteroids! Oh my god! Not delivered! Not delivery!
It's so metal.
Oh no! Not over dam! Oh my god!
The road
Animation.
scopes deaths.
Oh no! The bridge!
Bro, think he Dr. Psychotics, brother. That one guy who died.
Blows up the church. Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus blew up a church.
Jesus, alias Michael, who will always
Okay,
remain
I swear the
Look
first
at
time I
the
thought this,
smile.
no, I swear the first time I thought this, I thought he was giving a thumbs up the first time I saw that.
All right.
Let's go, boys.
Death and destruction. All right.
I will never get the image of Jesus throwing meteors at the planet out of my mind.
All right. I'm going to the bathroom real quick. I'll let you guys talk about that a little more.
Ryan, was that part at the end not giving Zeke Yeager vibes with his rocks?
I'm gonna like Jesus looking down on the earth, like I'm gonna pitch a perfect game and just blows up a fucking orphanage of dirty 5-year-old non-Jehovah's Witness sinners.
Oh,
That one there's hair's too long. Take him out, boys!
That one has a tattoo that says, "I love my mother. Send him to the fire." Like, the idea that Jesus is just up there, he literally hits him with a, "I'm going for a bit of a perfect game, Erwin," and then just does that shit.
Like, I love the concept in Jehovah's Witness because they don't think of certain things. Like, if there was just let's take for instance that just a hypothetical scenario where like a Holocaust against the Jehovah's Witnesses happened, and they just all got tattooed like the Jews did.
Like,
Suddenly, their version of Jesus still just, he doesn't believe in forgiveness. He just sees the tattoo and knows you gotta go.
to be fair, if like, I feel like as a deity, like there's certain tattoos where you do see them and it's like, yeah, like you're not allowed in. Like if I saw like a gooner with like a Midna tattoo, even if they just liked the character, I would just look at him like Dale from season 2 of Walking Dead, like, I know what you are, and then just not let him in. Because no one in
That's why
their
you're not a god.
because no one in their 20s just likes Midna as a character. There's stuff that went on there mentally. I know what kind of man you are.
In my Mormon God world, the Midna tattoo people get VIP seats in heaven.
And they make her real.
That's the long con, Ian.
All right, I'm back.
Things got weird while you were gone, Justin. Let's move on to the Mormons. Any last things about the Jehovah's Witnesses?
Not that I want to add, but I got some frozen grapes.
Holy shit, bro. Frozen grapes are the shit, dude.
I know, right?
Ryan, you ever frozen a grape?
No, I have not.
They turn into candy.
They do. It's a really nice candy.
Really nice candy.
Let's go on to the Mormons, which
Woo.
just conveniently are only one letter off of morons.
All right, buddy. All right. We starting off strong.
He's not wrong.
Bro didn't have to do that.
All right.
Regardless of its Christian veneer, the basic tenets of Mormonism are in direct conflict with biblical Christianity. The following piece of animation, based directly on actual Mormon publications, highlights these major doctrinal differences.
Mormonism teaches that trillions of planets scattered throughout the cosmos are ruled by countless gods who once were human like us. They say that long ago on one of these planets, to an unidentified god and one of his goddess wives, a spirit child named Elohim was conceived. This spirit child was later born to human parents who gave him a physical body. Through obedience to Mormon teaching and death and resurrection, he proved himself worthy, elevated to godhood as his father before him. Mormons believe that Elohim is their heavenly father and that he lives with his many goddess wives on a planet near a mysterious star called Kora.
Dude's got bitches.
Yeah, that's one thing that we've kind of noticed in the through line of this shit, is that all these fucking cults just seem to be like, and also in our doctrine, we get to fuck massive amounts of bitches. Like, I want them stacked.
There's bitches, bro. There's bitches, bro. And all of them. All of them.
I will say this, right? So far, I'm loving this sci-fi plot line. This is amazing.
What the fuck? It's Superman if he had a fucking harem.
Like, the fact that, okay, so
look, the name of Elohim's planet is very similar to Krypton.
Like, there's so much Superman influence here. Boy, I don't know if we'll get to it tonight. We might, but Scientology, I don't know if you guys have looked into it, but there is a lot of sci-fi stuff going on in that one too.
But like, I'm confused there at the very beginning. He said that he was born by goddesses, then he was born by human parents, and then he achieved godhood. Which, by the way, later on in the video, we'll get to it. I'll point the flaw.
You
Here,
do
the
not
God of
understand
Mormonism
Elohim.
and his wives, through endless celestial sex, produced billions of spirit children.
That's a lot of fucking.
To decide their destiny, the head of the
Call me a
Mormon
Mormon
gods
because I'm trying to
called
get
a
some
great
butt.
heavenly council meeting. Both of Elohim's eldest sons were there, Lucifer and his brother Jesus. A plan was presented to build planet Earth, where the spirit children would be sent to take on mortal bodies and learn good from evil. Lucifer stood and made his bid for becoming savior of this new world. Wanting the glory for himself, he planned to force everyone to become gods. Opposing the idea, the Mormon Jesus suggested giving man his freedom of choice, as on other planets. The vote that followed approved the proposal of the Mormon Jesus, who would become savior of the planet Earth. Enraged, Lucifer cunningly convinced 1/3 of the spirits destined for Earth to fight with him in revolt.
I'm sorry, but every time I see this like rotoscope animation here, it just reminds me of the Joel Haver video.
Nah, man, Joel
We're-
couldn't come up with this lore.
We're coming up on one of the biggest, like, me and Ian just staring at each other for like a good 15 seconds plot reveals I've ever seen.
It's like it. We were laughing up until this point, and something happened. We stopped laughing, and our jaws hit the floor because we were. Just play it, bro.
Thus, Lucifer became the devil and his followers the demons. Sent to this world, they would forever be denied bodies of flesh and bone. Those who remained neutral in the battle were cursed to be born with black skin. This is the Mormon explanation for the Negro race. The spirits that fought
Now
most
go ahead and pause.
valiantly
Go
against
ahead and pause.
Lucifer.
Why is it that so many belief systems think that they have to come up with some kind of supernatural reason for different skin colors?
I don't know.
And why did, like, the Mormons literally just think like, ah, yes, I was obviously a good spirit child. I was born Aryan.
It's, oh my god.
Now keep in mind,
Later on in this animation, there's like a dark-skinned person who becomes a god and immediately becomes blonde-haired, blue-eyed, and white.
what gets me though is that after this, they discuss Indians, right?
Oh my god.
Where the fuck did they come from? Apparently, in your vision,
They just forgot about.
According to them, they were Israelites.
oh god,
I don't know how the fuck that happened, but
How did the Asians get here then? I want to ask a Mormon how the Asians got here.
they haven't wrote that far ahead.
That's in book 2. That's in book 2.
Would be born into Mormon families on planet Earth. These would be the lighter-skinned people, or white and delightsome, as the Book of Mormon describes them. Early Mormon prophets taught that Elohim and one of his goddess wives came to Earth as Adam and Eve to start the human race. Thousands of years later, Elohim, in human form once again, journeyed to Earth from the starbase
No, watch the knock. Watch the knock.
this
Watch the
time
knock.
to
Watch
have
the knock.
sex with the Virgin Mary in order to provide Jesus with a physical body.
You get this dick.
After Jesus Christ grew to manhood,
I think about that. We saw this like over 24 hours ago. I think about that at least once an hour.
the way that Elohim just steps up and just hits the
Look at that face.
like, I don't know why, like, what really occurred to the Mormons to think that maybe having your god physically have sex with the Virgin Mary and would still have a virgin birth, apparently, because that's not a plot hole.
Look. That is the face of a man who's down to get down the.
Like, he's here for a reason, whether you like it or not.
So wait, Justin, please take a picture of Elohim and like make it some kind of profile picture or like the thumbnail for the video because he looks like he gets butt.
Oh, it's gonna be a profile. It's gonna be the thumbnail. We can make a whole podcast episode about this, okay? And this
About
is what's gonna
Elohim?
be. This is gonna be the thumbnail. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Let's move on.
Wait, no, please show me the knock.
We're
Show me
gonna
the knock one more
Yep.
time. Please show me the knock. Please, one more time. I love
The
it. so
Virgin
much.
Mary, in order to provide Jesus with a physical body.
She looks like she's scared.
After Jesus Christ grew to
She should be.
manhood, he took at least 3 wives. Mary,
That's not right, is it? In the Bible?
He died a virgin.
He died a virgin.
Man.
Martha, and Mary Magdalene. Through these wives, the Mormon Jesus, for whom Joseph Smith claimed direct descent, supposedly fathered a number of children before he was crucified.
Supposedly.
According to the Book of Mormon, after his resurrection, Jesus came to the Americas to preach to the Indians, who the Mormons believe are really Israelites.
Why was that one Indian
Thus, the
white?
Jesus of Mormonism established his church in the Americas as he had in Palestine.
Oh shit.
And then it immediately broke into war.
No, the fight animation here is so freaking good, dude. Fatality.
By the year 421 AD, the dark-skinned Indian Israelites, known as Lamanites, had destroyed all of the white Nephites in a number of great battles. The Nephites' records were supposedly written on
Okay.
golden plates
Pause-
and
pause
buried
for
by
one
Moroni.
We're about to get to a part we make fun of a lot, but I just want to point out, I don't know who thought to wrote this, who thought to write, because it gives me a bit of an aneurysm that your army ordained by God and apparently superior than your enemy in every way can be wiped out entirely.
I know, like that's the
and have
biggest
zero
plot hole.
archaeological evidence of it because they're wearing like Roman gear.
Yeah, like not a single piece of armor could have been found. You kidding me right now?
Like, like if I was one of those Roman soldiers, I'd be like, how did I get here? Like, how did they get there? With
Why
that
did I
armor
turn
on?
white? I'm Mediterranean.
Like, why are they so white? And also,
No,
why
I
do
meant,
so
I meant
many?
to pause earlier. Hold on, let me find it. I meant to pause a little
shouldn't-
earlier.
Established his church in the Americas.
There's a imposter among us.
That man's name is James Johnson, bro. That is the whitest man I've ever seen.
They're trying to pass this guy off as an Indian.
We'll give him feathers and we'll call it a fucking day.
What do you guys think his Native American name is?
Chuck's beer.
He of barley and corn.
Pays tax.
He who watches the game.
Office job.
Stays with child.
What?
Honda Civic.
I'm gonna ignore Ryan's for like political purposes and just move on. Let's keep this going though.
No. His name is Takes Land.
He who listens to Blink 182. They just call him Dad Rock. They're actually cool with him. They call him Dad Rock. They're actually really cool with him.
Dad Rock.
Because I'll be honest, he doesn't look lame. Like, I'd hang out with him, dude. Watch a couple
my God,
episodes
I
of
want
like
this-
Seinfeld.
I want this on a shirt. His name is Dad Rock. That's what I want.
Let me take a screenshot. Okay, go on.
Americas as he
Yes,
had
we're
in
back.
Wait.
had dis-
One thing. Dad Rock's eyes were cockeyed.
Were they? Hold on.
of Mormonism, established his church in the Americas as
It looks like bro's been smoking a little too much. He's been kind of hanging out with the Indians a little too long.
Shaggy, this isn't weed. Bro just smoked a whole like.
You've been fucked up right now.
Scooby, what is this?
Bro literally got Doom the Dark Ages early, crushed up the disc and snorted it. Look at him.
Bro's been hanging out with the what's that the Dracula meme guy? What's his name?
Dracula Flow.
Dracula Flow. He's been hanging out with him a little too long.
Bro just downed 30 kilos of Shadow Whisperer.
This is by far the best frame of this whole animation. I'm making this a shirt. I am gonna make this a shirt. I don't care what happens.
as he had in Palestine. The Nephites' records were supposedly written on golden plates and buried by Moroni, the last living Nephite in the hill Cumorah. 1,400 years later, a young treasure seeker named Joseph Smith, who was known for his tall tales, claimed to have uncovered these same gold plates near his home in upstate New York. He is now honored by Mormons as a prophet because he claimed to have had visions from the spirit world in which he was commanded to organize the Mormon church, because all Christian creeds were an abomination.
Keep in mind, this man is known for tall tales, and the Mormons are like, this is my God.
This goofster who just goes around telling goofy stories, he's got to be the one who knows everything.
Like, listen, man, he's told us some like some really dumb stuff before, man. A lot of lies, right, man? But like he's gotta know this for real, man. He's got this. Okay,
Bro, he found the tablets, bro.
He found the gold. We haven't seen it yet. He hasn't showed us the tablets, but he's got it, man. Okay.
I didn't even. How does it get started? Do you? Because if he tells you about it, why do you not ask for proof? If he told me that, like, I would ask to see the tablets.
Because as you can see, all they showed was like fucking papers.
Joseph Smith,
papers
near his home in upstate New York.
Imaginary shit that happened, and he's preaching. That's not no slab. That the book in his hand, there ain't no gold slabs in that book.
Holy shit! Stop! Take a picture of that. He looks just like Brendan Urie, the lead singer for Panic at the Disco. Pull up a picture of Brendan Urie right now, please. Oh my god! Oh my god! Is that him? Okay. Actually, no. Keep going with the video. I will go ahead and find a comparison and send it.
Hold on.
He looks just like him. That's crazy.
Let me do this. Can someone share their screen?
I cannot. I'll just send it later. It's fine. The true people, the true homies will know what I'm talking about.
All right, let's get going. Let's go back to right here.
Church, because all Christian creeds were an abomination. It was Joseph Smith who originated most of these peculiar doctrines, which millions today believe to be true. By maintaining a rigid code of financial...
Say what now?
I want to know why they think that.
And moral requirements, and through
crazy.
Performing secret temple rituals for themselves and the dead, the Latter-day Saints hope to prove their worthiness and thus become gods. The Mormons teach that everyone must stand at the final.
That is me after my first divorce.
Here's the true horror story. Like you live your life, you're a good Christian boy. And then you just have this face because just hit play. Because this is what's gonna be looking at you.
Final judgment before Joseph Smith.
This is the man that found the gold slabs?
But yeah, listen to the narrator's voice. It's as if he didn't know this was coming. He was like Joseph Smith.
Hold on.
Go back a little bit. Go.
prove their worthiness.
It's
and
the
thus
hat in hand
become
for me, bro. It's the
gods.
hat in hand for me, bro.
The Mormons teach that everyone must stand at the final judgment before Joseph Smith, the Mormon Jesus, and Elohim.
Elohim's gonna fuck that ass.
Dude,
He's a
They have no.
in your front
They
door.
have no sclera. They have no sclera. It's all dark. It's all dark.
okay, so I know it's the obvious joke, and I already made it yesterday, but it just has to be said. Imagine the like 0.111% that like Joseph Smith was right, and you just die, and you just get hit with this.
Now, I want you guys to notice something real quick. Notice how everyone's eyes are black.
Okay,
That is demonic as it's creepy as fuck.
I just said that they have no sclera.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just dark.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that's what it meant.
It's all black. We gotta get out.
Go black.
Those Mormons who were sealed in the eternal marriage ceremony expect to become polygamous gods in the celestial kingdom, rule over other planets, and spawn new families throughout eternity.
I like how it never brings up the
The
women's side
Mormons
of
thank
things.
God for Joseph
Aw.
Smith, who claimed that he had done more for us than any other man, including Jesus Christ. The more
Bro, you claim to have found a book.
And then
But
you hit that pose.
Wouldn't the one who did more for you be the one who buried the fucking tablet, not you?
Yeah, he's the one that wrote it out, not you. You just
Like,
found
in
the
your-
bitch.
Yeah, like in your canon, shouldn't the Nephite, the one who like escaped the battlefield and in his last act, like carved the word of God into gold and buried it in a safe place?
I'm sorry, fellas, but this is going to be the most disliked podcast episode ever. We're going to tag the word Mormon and Jehovah's Witness, and they're all going to come after us.
Okay, well, let me
I'm just
just
gonna
let me
walk out onto my lawn tomorrow, and there's just gonna be a line of them, like the end of Us, just holding hands in front of my fucking house. Fucking Jebediah and his 96 wives are all just gonna be standing out front with firearms and torches.
I really want to resurrect. Okay, I'm just gonna say this for like whatever Mormon watches. I want to resurrect like freaking Joseph Smith and lock him in a room with Bo Rai Cho from Mortal Kombat. Just listen to his screams, bro. Oh my god!
Just clockwork orange him with and just turn on Rule 34 for like an hour.
Just like why did he hit that JoJo's pose though? Dude, he hit that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure pose. That Jonathan, bro. Like what? Why is he doing that?
Once again, he's also cockeyed. One eye is forward, one is to the left.
Technically,
Freaking bizarre.
though, the Simpsons themselves are also cockeyed too.
Yeah, I'm just making fun of Joseph Smith. I don't really give a shit about Homer.
No, I was just saying, like, there's an animation reason for it because they don't want them to be cross-eyed.
Bro is just looking
Mormons
all
believe-
kinds of cringe.
that he died as a martyr, shed his blood for us, so that we too may become gods.
Makes no
Me-
fucking sense.
How did he
Although there
die?
are thousands
He was killed by a mob in Carthage, Illinois.
What?
Joseph Smith and his brother Hiram Smith were killed by a mob in Carthage, Illinois.
Fucking screen, share your screen.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like they didn't deserve that, but oh my god.
Fucking. How did Joseph Smith die?
Yep, there it is.
What did he do to deserve this? Besides write some wacky fucking like fan fiction. Let's see. Criticized Smith, and reported that Smith was practicing polygamy, marrying the wives of other men, teaching a plurality of gods, and intended to set himself up as a theocratic king.
Listen, the man needed to be stopped. All right.
So I'm reading here that Joseph Smith actually had 27 wives, which is like kind of baller. Like that's kind of cool.
And half of them are already married.
Kind of baller, dude.
A mob of 200 armed men. They 200 armed men in blackface.
What? Wait,
What?
What?
Their faces painted black with wet gunpowder, stormed the Carthage jail in the late afternoon of June 27th, 1844. Early on June 27th, Smith authored an order to Nauvoo Legion commander Jonathan Dunham, instructing him to bring the Legion to Carthage and stage a jailbreak.
This might be some of the funniest world building I've ever heard, dude.
Smith and the other prisoners were guarded only by 6 members of the Carthage Greys, led by Sergeant Frank Worrell. A division of militia began marching away from Carthage, but soon received orders from the governor to disband. Learning that the governor had dismissed the troops, a group from Warsaw set out to Carthage to see the governor. En route, a messenger informed the group that the governor had gone to Nauvoo, and there is nobody in Carthage that you can depend on. When the group approached this building, jailers became alarmed, but Smith, mistaking the mob for the Nauvoo Legion, told the jailer, "Don't trouble yourself. They've come to rescue me."
Don't trouble yourself. They've come to rescue me.
Oh my god, that's so perfect.
That might be the funniest thing I've heard in my entire life.
Yeah, this is a horrible thing to do to someone, but I'll be fucking damned if he didn't jinx that shit into existence with that one sentence.
That was so great.
He just starts
Oh
making that.
God.
He just starts making that meme sound effect. They jump at me. They jump at me.
That's fucking.
Smith did not know that Jonathan Dunham, Major General of the Nauvoo Legion, had not dispatched the unit to Carthage to protect him. Alan Joseph Stout later contended that by remaining inactive, Dunham disobeyed an official order written by Smith after he was jailed in Carthage. The Carthage Greys reportedly feigned defense of the jail by firing shots or blanks over the attackers' heads. And some of the Greys even reportedly joined the mob, who rushed up the stairs. The mob first attempted to push the door open to fire into the room, though Smith and the other prisoners pushed back and prevented this. So they were just on the door like, no! A member of the mob fired a shot through the door. Hiram was shot in the face, just to the left of his nose, which threw him to the floor. He then cried out, "I am a dead man," and collapsed. He died instantly.
That's so cringe.
So
They're going to hunt us down.
in Mormon canon, dude gets popped and says, I'm just gone, I'm dead, man," and then just fucking goes.
No, like I'm laughing because like this doesn't feel real. This feels like we're just reading a story, but oh my god.
Smith, Taylor, and Richards attempted to defend themselves. Taylor and Richards used a long walking stick in order to deflect the guns as they were thrust inside the room from behind the door. Smith fired Wheelock's pistol. 3 of the 6 barrels misfired. That's just from God. That's
from the Christian God, dude.
like, he shot 3 times. There were 3 misfires, and the other 3 shots are believed to have wounded 3 of the attackers. Wounded, not killed. Taylor was shot 4 or 5 times and was severely wounded but survived. It has been popularly believed that his pocket watch stopped one shot. It is displayed in the LDS Church History Museum in Salt Lake City, Utah. The watch was broken and was used to help identify the time of the attack. And in 2010, forensic research by J. Lynn Lyon of the University of Utah and Mormon historian Glenn M. Leonard suggested that Taylor's watch was not struck by a ball, but rather broke against a window ledge. Columbia University historian Richard Bushman, author of Joseph Smith Rough Stone Rolling, also supports this view. Don't know why we had to go that much onto the how the pocket watch broke, but apparently that's important. Richards, physically the largest of Smith's party, escaped unscathed, and Leon speculates that after the door opened, Smith was in the line of sight and Richards was not targeted. After using all the shots in his pistol, Smith made his way towards the window. As he prepared to jump down, Richards reported that he was shot twice in the back, and that a third bullet fired from a musket on the ground outside. They were waiting on him outside, too.
They literally posted people up like, if he tries to jump out that window, shoot him in the face.
Taylor and Richards' accounts both report that Smith fell from the window, called out, "Oh Lord! Oh my God!" Some have alleged that the context of this statement was an attempt by Smith to use a Masonic distress signal.
A Sonic, who was he calling for?
Like he was trying to get the Freemasons to step in. I think it's like, oh God! Oh, that hurt! Oh God!
I lied about it all. I just wanted women. I just wanted married women.
There are varying accounts of what happened next. Taylor and Richards' accounts state that Smith was dead when he hit the ground. Eyewitness William Daniels wrote in his 1845 account that Smith was still alive when members of the mob propped his body against a nearby well, assembled a makeshift firing squad, and shot him before fleeing. Daniel's account also states that one man tried to decapitate Smith for a bounty but was prevented by divine intervention. An affirmation later denied. You don't fucking say.
Keep going.
According to modern leaders of the church, thunder and lightning frightened off the mob, apparently not soon enough. Mob members fled shouting the Mormons are coming, although there was no such force nearby.
The Mormons are coming. Bro, thank you, Paul Revere, bro. What?
After the attack was over, Richards, who was trained as a medical doctor, went back to see if anyone besides himself had survived and found Taylor lying on the floor. Richards dragged Taylor into the jail cell. They had not been held in the cell, but in the guard's room across the hallway. And he dragged Taylor under some of the straw mattress to put pressure on his wounds and slow the bleeding to then get help. Both Richards and Taylor survived. Taylor eventually became the third president of the Church of the Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints, the Mormon Church, or the LDS Church. Richards had escaped all harm except for a bullet grazing his ear. Oh no! He's on his Trump arc. Oh shit!
I feel like the most generous. I feel like it's like a curse. If you are just a completely generous, you've done nothing wrong in your life, you will survive a gunshot just to your ear. Like it's Trump and Joseph, dude. Like the Saints. Joseph and Hiram's brother Samuel Harrison Smith had come to visit the same day, and after evading capture from a group of attackers, is said to have been the first Latter-day Saint to arrive and help to tend the bodies back in Nauvoo. He died 30 days later, possibly as a result of injuries sustained avoiding the mob.
That is insane.
And just to anyone listening, just anyone listening, I believe in religious tolerance. Like we're not here to make fun of a religion. This is legitimately something that started off by this has extremely racist and just dangerous things at its base, and I don't feel bad about joking about it at all. This man's a criminal. Like, Joseph Smith is just a terrible cult leader.
Also, just, I'm sorry, but the phrase "don't trouble yourself, they've come to rescue me" is just funny. Like, it's...
Oh yeah, it's the best part of this whole thing.
Like, there's no way to put it other than that's just foreshadowing.
They've come to rescue me. What are you doing with that Tech 9, boys? Also, Justin, you looked a little perturbed there. Are you worried about the Mormons coming after the channel?
What are you talking about?
You were just looking a little like I don't know, serious or something.
No, I was making a thumbnail.
Oh, so you're not worried about the Mormons at all, then?
I don't know. After reading that, I don't know. Anyway, let's finish this video up.
It's just the thumbnail, just Joseph Smith just caught in a glue trap.
Oh my god.
Anyway, oh my god.
Classic.
Although there are thousands of Mormon churches throughout the world, there are only a few dozen Mormon temples.
Good.
These massive structures play a vital role in the Mormons' quest for godhood. Mormons must engage in a series of occultic rituals inside the temple in order to become a candidate for godhood. Only an elite selection of devout Mormons are allowed to enter. To do so, the potential Mormon god must adhere to a strict code of ethics, including abstinence from tobacco or caffeine-based products, paying a full tithe to the Mormon church, and wearing of the magic Mormon underwear 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Justin, look it up. Look up the magic Mormon underwear. We have to know. We have to know.
Hold on.
I have to imagine it's like a pervert thing. Like, they make the women wear it, and then at the end of the day, they just have to like put it in the tithe bowl, and they give it to the priest, and he just takes a couple of sniffs.
Oh my good lord.
What?
Oh, I can't share my screen. Someone please look this up and share your screen. I will post. It is. Oh my god.
The magic Mormon underwear.
It's not a piece of underwear. It's a whole fucking suit.
Okay.
The magic Mormon underwear.
Just
Oh
type
my god.
images.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I want to see. I want to see.
Share the screen.
So they're not joking about the fucking underwear, dude. This is some
Look at
like
that.
extreme shit.
What?
I don't know what makes it magic, but they got the cock reinforcement, as you can see.
If I get with a lady and I see she got the magic Joseph Smith garb on, I'm nutting on sight, dude.
They
just
did
fucking
upgrade.
dreaming.
They started out respectable, and then had like 130 years in a onesie, and then finally like went to normal again.
Why do the last two models have a focus on the crotch area? Is it just like a
What is-
detachable? Is it like a detachable like hanky that the priest can just like take out, take a sniff, and put it back? I need to know.
I don't want to think about that.
It's kind of hot, like if you look at it a certain way, but
What
yeah.
the fuck?
I don't know, dude. Like I find Mormonism to be kind of hot. I don't know.
Let's just.
Has to receive a satisfactory interview from his bishop and from his stake president. There he's asked, or she is asked, certain rather penetrating questions about their worthiness, their morality. If he's
Their
a full
worthiness,
tithe
their
payer,
morality.
Oh, yeah.
that is the only way that we can
Must
be
pay
there for him
full
to talk.
tithe.
Otherwise, we could not be in his
Obviously.
presence.
Your whole check. I want it now.
Let me pull
Like,
up
the whole check, the
how
whole
much
check.
is the full Mormon tithe? 10% of one's annual income.
Oh, the annual income. Oh my god.
Oh my god. That is. If I was feeling slightly bad about this before, I don't feel bad anymore. That is ridiculous.
Can you imagine being an impoverished Mormon?
God. Say what you want about the Christian church. Like they put the bowl around and they say if you have any money you want to put it in. They have never made me feel weird about not putting money in.
Like, there are definitely some sects that do, like, of Christianity that do shame people for not putting money in the tithe. But to literally say that you will be denied your version of heaven because you didn't give 10% of your annual income.
Like, that's just cringe.
I'm going to say this right now. Prosperity churches borrowed that from Mormonism.
Prosperity churches are wild.
Prosperity churches, it's not even 10% of your income. It's like 110% of your income.
We need to find, like, I want to do the documentary about that. I still want to do that, but we need to make a podcast episode just discussing it a little bit.
I'm down.
Me and Ian also looked over like the different heresies and such in Christianity after we got done with Mormonism and like the JWs. And
Like,
there's some whack shit. Like, we actually agreed with a couple like heresy things that were considered to be like against the basis of Christianity, which was just like believing that God can change because it's the God from the Old Testament and the God from the New Testament are very clearly different thinking. He seems to have regrets at some points, so like the story of the flood. So taking the full canon, that doesn't seem like heresy to me. But when it comes to shit like this, like mandating that you give money to like a building and other people to just spend on themselves, or else you don't get to go and meet Elohim and fuck bitches in the stars.
Like, and
this is a pyramid scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme, and I've just got to know, if we can get just like a Mormon woman on the show, I need to know what y'all are getting out of this, because it's got to be a fetish for you. There's no, like, do you just like get off on the idea of being eternally subservient to your Mormon husband? Because it sounds kind of cringe. It sounds kind of cringe, dude. But if you are into it, hit me up, because like, I'll be honest, I'm very desperate and I will accept a Mormon wife. Please, 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 please. Go on.
Let's just continue on the video.
There's a bit of an issue with that, because a point's coming up right now that completely forbids that from her perspective.
Nah, dude. See, she follows. She quote unquote follows the Mormon values. She's going to be calling the Elohim.
Must not associate with apostate members. Must not read anti-Mormon.
She's going to be calling me Elohim by the time it's done, bro. Just
the motivation for the Mormon male to commit to such
must not read
anti-Mormon
literature. Must not masturbate. It's just like down there at the bottom.
You're fucked.
I'm so cooked. I am so cooked. I like a couple of weeks ago. I went 7 hours straight. Like, they cannot stop me.
Are you okay?
I'm okay, but there is actual like abrasion and like loss of skin. It's becoming a problem.
Is it callous now?
It's kind of just like scabbed over.
So it's callous now.
Yeah, I guess. I suppose.
Is it stiff all the time now?
No, I can barely get it there now. I can only get it there like rarely, dude. I'm so cooked now, dude.
So it's further examples of how this podcast is pussy repellent for Ian.
Stop. I like how we basically just confirmed that the Mormons have it right, because I'm like, oh yeah, the Mormons don't know what they're talking about. I'm having such a good time, and then I explained my problems.
All right,
like,
I also did send you things to like further your addiction, like on your drive back home. So like, good luck with that.
Hey yo, what's up? What's up?
Just look at your Discord, dude.
I can't right now. I'll have to look after.
Of endless celestial sex,
Actually, let me
with
let me
thousands
go
of
check.
goddess wives, along with a
Yeah,
personal
pause
planet to rule and reign.
Where'd he go?
He's going to check his Discord.
Oh my god. Please tell me you sent him gorilla porn.
No, I showed you what I sent him earlier.
Right. He's gonna send a message back saying, go on without me, boys.
Predictions are locked in. I'll just tab him and say you good.
Yeah. Yep.
We lost him. He's gone. Pull the video back up.
Oh, he's back. What the fuck did you do to him? I'm fucking dying. Just give me 1 second, please. I beg of you. This is too much. Oh,
Oh, God.
oh my god. Oh. God damn it. This whole episode just got derailed so hard.
He needs the Mormon God.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Elohim, deliver him.
Shit, wrong way. Oh, he's back. It's Dad Rock. No. Wait. Ian. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. My heart hurts.
This is the day you die. That's gonna be a hell of a way to go out, Justin.
I'm having a heart attack. Give me 1 second. There we go.
You're gonna need to turn that shit into a short, huh?
Yeah, most definitely. That was quick. That was so fucking quick.
What's up, boys? Okay, what did I miss? What did I miss when I left the first time? Because I came back and you guys were both having a conniption fit. What happened?
We had, that's all we did. We just laughed at you the entire time. Nothing changed. We just couldn't stop laughing. And you joined again. Hair over your face. Camera so close so I can see your fucking nostrils.
I'm glad the Mormons know it's scabbed over now. You can't imagine, because you can't pick the scabs off. It hurts too much. You just leave them there. I'll send pictures. Wait, let me turn my camera on.
No.
Do we even fucking need to watch the rest of this video?
Put on your fucking shirt.
Just start it, dude. Just start the video.
Oh my god.
Please make the dad rock shirt.
Oh, whoops. There we go.
This is one of my
Reno.
favorite episodes of the
However,
entire podcast.
Mormon males who fail to meet all of the necessary requirements
That's
risk
me.
being castrated
me,
upon
dude.
their entrance to heaven.
That's
So
gonna
you
be
can-
you.
We
Risk
got
being-
back from a dick joke. We just got back from a dick joke.
Like the fact that their version of hell is not that you just lose godhood. It's that so that thing's got to go.
It's just you don't need that no more. Just,
What do they do to the women?
When women are people, apparently they're just creatures, and they're in. At least for Jehovah's Witnesses, they think women are creatures. So, yeah. Kind of cringe, bro.
kind of cringe.
You can see why the temple is so important to the Latter-day Saint. Because if he is
I
worthy
thought
to go
my
into the
yes.
temple
To the
and there
Latter-day
receive the
Saint.
sacred ordinances and covenants and keep them, he can eventually grow into becoming a god himself.
Tell me who God the Father is to you.
He is like you and I, every human being on the face of the earth.
Oh, is he a man?
Yes, he is.
How did he get to be God?
Yeah,
Very
he's
simple
perfect
question.
in every way.
So if we are perfect, can we become like God?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh
By
my god.
far my favorite part right there. Just the
Like-
fucking I don't know.
Yeah, like, granted, as a Christian, it's like, how did our God become God? It's like, oh, he just is God. Like, at least say something like that.
Yeah, but, I still, but Mormons though, they have this big plot line that now just like, you know, they back themselves into a corner. That's all they did.
Yeah, like it's okay. My phone is on 1% and it's not charging on this thing. So if I die, I gotta say one thing. Please, we've got to find a Mormon church close to us and do what Ryan did with the Baptists. We have to sit in on one of these before the new lore drops. I have to know more about Elohim.
I don't think we'll be allowed.
We can't get in?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't? That seems kind of contradictory to the whole like conversion mission.
But I thought it was more or less that they had to go to you first. You
What
could
if-
lie, I guess. Go to the front door and be like, "Yeah, so and so, came to my front door."
Dude, let's lie. I want to get in and see what's up. Like, it's just funny to me, dude.
Let's hope that the Mormons don't catch wind of this before we do that.
If they do, like,
We might
Tell
get-
me-
we-
Just walk out of my yard and cricket's just crucified.
oh my god, he's just crucified.
They
and you
took
don't
his
know
balls. They took his fucking balls.
Cricket just wakes up and he's looking at Jesus, Joseph Smith, and Elohim, and they're like, "You sinned, didn't you?" And Cricket's like, "Yeah."
Look at these eyes. Look at them. Look at them. They're just sin.
Bro, he's like 85% sin.
Look at his fucking smile here.
Yeah, that's me. I just noticed his very profound eyebrows.
Yeah.
Shit, wait, okay, wait. My phone is about to die. Mormons, please don't kill us. Your faith is kind of cringe, but kind of funny. Thank you. You guys, finish this out, okay?
That's it, everybody.